y'all, Nakiya Lindsey here. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new, welcome to the channel. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you're old faithful, thank you for tuning back into your girl. Y'all, I haven't posted a makeup video in such a long time. Bringing y'all this nice, sexy, sultry, dark brown, smoky eye with a bright under eye and a nude lip. Let's get into it. Yeah. Let me stop rambling. If you guys would like to see how your girl got this look, then keep on watching. Our eyebrows done. They look like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes. Let me bring y'all in a little bit closer. Go ahead and prime my eyes. To prime my eyes, I like to use just my concealer that I'm using at the moment. And I am using the Sephora Best Skin Ever concealer. And I mix a little dab of the P. Louise Rumor 2 shade base. I'm just going to tap that on my eye as such. The patting motion just to pat that product onto the eye to give like a good coverage. And I like to use a brush that's like a little bit of a dense type of brush. If y'all can see, pack that product on, and I'm just gonna go ahead and blend it literally over my whole eye. I'm just gonna go ahead and use my Hourglass Veil translucent powder. I'm literally just gonna take a little bit of it, set it. This will set the concealer in place, prevents your eyeshadow from creasing as well. Go ahead and move on into this simple, literally 2 shadow eye makeup routine. So I'm gonna be using my Juvia's Place Zulu palette, and in this palette I've had it for years. Like, y'all, I've had everything for years. Like, I just don't know what it means to throw makeup away, because honey, unless you're buying me some more, then we can talk about it. But I'm gonna go ahead and use this brown shade in here. The eyeshadow palette that I do have is by the brand Hype Beauty. I like it because it's called Smoked Out and it has like a lot of smoky colors. So I'm just gonna go ahead and basically use a mixture of these two, or I might just use just this really dark brown shade, and I'm going to use the black for liner, so you will see how I do that. But let's go ahead and do the brown. The Zulu palette by Juvia's Place, I'm going to take the brown and I'm going to be using a nice fluffy brush, nothing too dense. I'm doing fluffy just so we can disperse the product. So the fluffier the brush, more dispensed the product will be on your eye. So I'm gonna go ahead, tap the excess, and I'm gonna focus this right in my crease area. I like to start on the inner portion of my eye and buff it out, but you know, that's just what I like to do. So I'm gonna go ahead, nice and soft. Nice and soft. We're gonna go ahead and take our darker brown. Like I said, I'm pretty torn between the two of which brown I want to use. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably use this brown first to see what it looks like. And if I don't like it, then I'll put a little bit of the darker brown up there. So basically what you're gonna wanna do, I'm just using kind of like I'm using a shadow brush, but this one is a little bit of a denser brush just to pack that brown product on. So I'm just gonna take it on my brush like this. I'm gonna go ahead and pat it on my whole eyelid. Right, so I brought y'all in a little bit closer so y'all can see that. This is literally what it looks like thus far. So I just took the brown, literally put it all on my lid as such. So I'm gonna go back in with that fluffy brush and take that first brown and just blend the two together just so it can be a seamless blend. The key to looks like this is blending. You want to blend, 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 blend. So I'm just blending these two. I think I'm gonna add a tad bit of the darker brown, just in the crease area a little bit, just to give it a little bit of definition. You don't have to do this, but for me, I kind of want to. Nothing crazy, just I need my, so I can see that, and I'm gonna go ahead and blend. This is what we have. Let me show y'all. Go a little bit dramatic with the lash, and I'm gonna go ahead and use these INV 3D Collection Meek Impact lashes. I did get these from my local beauty supply store for $3.99. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply those because we can be dramatic. I feel like we can be dramatic, right? Be very careful when you are doing this. Stick it to the eye, and you're done. You're done, just like that. Okay, y'all, so the lashes look like this. Oh, it's giving. It's giving. She's giving. Alright, so I moved y'all out just a little bit. Now, honey, these lashes is really giving everything it's supposed to give. So for my face, I like to use a nice, either a nice hydrating primer or a nice smoothing primer. It depends on my mood. It depends on the look that we're going for. So for a full coverage, you know, flawless beat, I'm gonna go in with my One Size Secure the Blur Makeup Magnet Primer. We're gonna go in with this one, and this is an Old Faithful. I've been using this down. This is like my favorite. So I'm gonna go ahead, rub it on my hands like this, rub it on my fingers, and I'm just gonna focus it. I like to focus it on my nose area, my cheeks, and my forehead. So now we're gonna go ahead and move on to our foundation. Right now, my décolleté chest area is a little bit of a different color than my face. I'm going through some hormonal things right now. If you know, you know. My face, like, look, these are my arms and my face. So I literally, my foundation, all I have right now matches my whole body. So if my foundation looks a little bit off, I'm sorry, but we're gonna try something. I'm gonna mix in my Rare Beauty liquid foundation with my House Labs foundation. We're gonna mix these two just to see if they give a little bit of a color that I needed to give to put it. Enjoy the content. Enjoy the content, okay? Enjoy it. I'm gonna put that right there like that. For mixing any of my foundations together, I like to use a setting mist. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I do this in between each step just to make sure my makeup lasts. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to take a Real Techniques foundation brush and I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that in. Should I zoom y'all in? Y'all wanna be zoomed in? Y'all wanna be close in? And to blend it in, I just like to use a tapping motion just to ensure we get the fullest coverage. I will swirl. I'm gonna bring this down because like I told y'all, your girl, I have some hormonal things going on right now. So if you know, you know. But bring it down to my neck so it won't be like too dramatic. I like to leave my under eye empty just because I'm gonna put my concealer there, and I don't like too much product on my under eye because I do have a dry under eye. And if the more products you do place underneath your eyes, then the more that it will crease on your under eye, and we don't want creasing. We're gonna go ahead and apply the concealer underneath my eye. We're going for a semi-bright under eye. For concealers, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Deep Chestnut. And as y'all can see, it's way lighter than my skin. And I'm going back in with the Best Skin Ever by Sephora. So what I like to do is I'll take the lighter concealer and I'll place that just a little bit underneath my eye in the area right here, like this, like so. And then I also place it at the ends going upwards like that. This is just to give us an uplifted look. And then you can also just swoop it across if you would like. Y'all remember when people were doing like the V's? Yeah, that was just, What I like to do is I like to put it at the bottom of this to like, kind of like mesh it, if that makes sense. Because I don't want this to be overly light, just light enough, so. A second just for this to get a little tacky. I have been using a brush to blend out my under eye concealer just because I like the finish that it gives rather than using a beauty blender. But if anything, if I don't have a brush, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my beauty blender. But today, I'm just gonna use the brush. So I let it get tacky just a little bit, let it sit, let it settle into skin, just so the coverage can build underneath my eyes, because we want the under eye to be full coverage. Okay, longer it sits, then, you know, the more it'll set and have coverage. The only thing is with this e.l.f. Camo Concealer, you can't let this bad boy sit too long because she will dry. And then you will have a hard time blending out. So don't be waiting like 5 or 10 minutes with the e.l.f. Camo. Wait like a minute or two and blend it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the brush and I'm gonna blend my chin first. Just gonna blend. So I'm gonna do the bottoms, tap, 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 and you have to tap. Go ahead and tap. See? Tap. I'm tapping the ends just to blend the bottoms, and then I'm slowly making my way up, still tapping. Okay, you guys, so this is what we have thus far. I know this is gonna be dramatic. Y'all can stop the concealer portion right here, but I need to step it up to give it like a little extra brightness. So I'm going back in with another e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is a medium warm, but I'm just gonna like dab it. I'm gonna dab it like this. Literally the littlest bit. Please, this is completely optional. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend it. I'm gonna keep it right here, right in that one area. Like, you see the difference? Y'all see the brightness a little bit? Like, I don't know. So sorry, but I'll tell you all of the setting powders that I do use. I'm using my Too Faced Peach Perfect Translucent Caramelized Peach. I love this stuff because it gives me the best under eye. Like, it just snatches up the oils. It just makes it like super matte. They don't sell this anymore, but I also like to use the crayon case Chalk Dust Setting Powder, and this is in the shade Y. Very similar to the Peach Perfect. I also do the Anastasia Deep Peach Powder. That one's really good. Or you can also use the Huda Beauty. Like if you're my shade, you can use the Huda Beauty Loose Powder. I have the shade Kunafa, which I'm going to be using as well today. But they have the shade like Banana Bread, I believe. No, Banana Bread is lighter. They have another shade that's darker than this one, than Kunafa. You can use it to set, but I like to use Kunafa for the extra brightness, which I will see in a minute. But I'm gonna go ahead and use my Peach Perfect to set. So to set, I like to go in with a brush. This is the e.l.f. blush brush. I like to use this just to press the powder in my areas. This is just to make sure everything is set and perfect. And use my MAC Radiant Richer Rosy Skin Finish bronzer. It looks like this. I'm just gonna go ahead very lightly and set my bronzer. Like this, like that. Now to give it that extra brightness, like I said, I'm going in with my Kunafa Huda Beauty powder, and I like to take one of these puffs, and I'm just going to press just a little bit. So when you use it, you like to press it, and then I like to take it on the back of my hand just to get that excess powder, because you don't want all that powder build up. I'm going to lightly press it right like this. And I'm only keeping it, if y'all can see, right underneath my eye like that. You can put a little bit at the ends if you want, like upwards like this, to give you like a little lift. And I'm just gonna add a little bit right here, because I want my center face to be bright, shine bright like a diamond. That's how I want it, shining bright like a diamond. Face and set everything together. I'm going in with my One Size Beauty Turn Up the Base foundation powder in Deep 5N. Again, it's a holy grail and I love it. So One Size, if y'all watching this, then you know, do what you need to do. Kidding, kidding, kidding. I'm gonna go ahead and just dust from underneath my cheek. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. A little ratatata, okay? So now I'm gonna go ahead and add my blush. I've been loving liquid blushes a little bit lately, so I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush. This is in the shade, what shade is this? Bronze Bombshell. Honey, when I first used this, I said, oh, e.l.f., I see what you're doing. You're trying to be that girl, and it is. So I'm just gonna put a little bit like that. Like, can y'all see that? Like, do y'all see action? I'm gonna go ahead and contour my nose. I already told y'all I don't do cream liquid contour on my nose, just because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm a little afraid to contour my nose because I never like perfected it. So we use a powder, and I'm using my Hoola Toasted Bronzer. I don't even know if they still make this. I think they do, right? They do. And I'm using a fluffy brush, a fluffy blending brush. I'm just gonna go ahead. A good trick when you contour your nose, you see the hollows of your eye? You just literally will follow that down and it will create the perfect line for your contour. A little bit. And I like to just do it like this. Now for lips, we're gonna go ahead and keep it neutral. My lips with my Old Faithful Sephora Rouge Gel Lip Liner in the shade Molasses. I know the Sephora savings sale ended and I know all y'all went and bought this lip liner, which y'all should. It is the best dark brown lip liner. I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips, and I do like to overline just because if you look at my lips, they cute, but like my bottom lip is not proportioned, and I just like the little pout. And I feel like if you're doing your lips, y'all need to overline your lips. I don't care how big or how small. You don't have to OD, because I have big lips and I still overline. But look, they're not OD. They're not OD. Perfect. Now for lipstick, I'm gonna go in with my Huda Beauty Matte Bullet Lipstick, and this is in the shade Interview. Not sure if they still sell it. Your girl been MIA from the makeup world, but this is what it is. It's giving a nice soft pink. So I'm gonna go ahead and then I'm gonna go ahead and put a gloss on top. Torn between using Butterscotch by NYX or Madeline. So I think I'm gonna use Madeline because I kind of want it to be like a light nude. So yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh, Madeline is cute. All right, guys, let me go ahead and get myself together and I'll be back. Okay, guys, so this is the final look. Let me give y'all a little look. I had to go put the wig on and everything, y'all. This look is giving. The look is giving, okay? The look is giving. I hope you all have enjoyed this look. Let me know what you think down below. Like, comment, and subscribe. I don't know why I fell off the makeup bag, but I need to bring her back while I can. Like, excuse me. And look, the under eye, bright, but not crazy bright, y'all. Doable bright. Okay? I need to, like, y'all see the e.l.f. camo blush? Like, no highlight. That's the blush. That's the blush. Let me know if you guys want to see any more makeup tutorials. Let me know what specifically, if you enjoy this in-depth tutorial. Like, comment, and subscribe. Check out all my previous videos. Follow me on all my social medias down below, because they will be down below in the description box. And if you watch the video to its entirety, thank you so much. You might as well just subscribe and join the team. But yeah, until next time, y'all. Bye.